that. Wow. It's like top plays versus not plays.
No plays.
Versus no plays. I'm gonna cut right now. Oh no. We can't get goose egged off our own event.
Oh, we can.
Man, they are just greening everything.
They don't miss.
Come out and then back door. I'm gonna throw you an oop. Get ready to hit that square button. Here we go, Rodney.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi, everyone. We welcome you to the NBA All-Star Game. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg.
And you know what? This is probably, Kevin, my favorite date on the NBA calendar. I mean, with the amazing collection of players we have here tonight, this year promises to be an epic event.
Absolutely.
Guys, it always is. I mean, the privilege of playing in this game means so much to every one of these players. I mean, being on this huge stage brings out the best in the NBA's biggest superstars.
Now a look at the West All-Stars starting lineup. They've got Jalen Green. Tatum out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Williamson.
And we've got a collection of the greatest players in the world here. I mean, and playing in an event where they can really let it all hang out.
And that's exactly why we always come away with such great memories. I mean, because they really do try to give the fans as many highlights as possible. And they are the best players in the world.
Williamson outside.
And the next one puts them in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Morant's checked in. Now here's Morant. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
And this has become one of the must-see events of the year, which is obvious by all the star power in attendance here tonight.
Well, certainly the Hollywood crowd is on hand, the biggest names from the sports world, music stars. Everybody wants to be a part of All-Star Week.
And there it is for him.
And no player in the league has done more to earn his spot in this game than he has. I mean, he's having a terrific season.
He sure is. Excellence on a consistent basis for him. I mean, he's been their rock all year. Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Here's Morant. And he lays it straight in.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Guarded by Morant, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an All-Star Game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star Week.
That's tipped. They get it back. A second chance effort. Hits the layup after the sweep pump fake to freeze the D. He has 6.
Not a lot in the way of defense here tonight, but you know, that's about the norm.
Yep, this game is always going to be about offense, about entertaining these fans as much as possible.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Good read from Green there, getting better at sensing when his teammates are wide open and need the ball.
Guarded by Morant. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Green. It's hauled in by the East All-Stars.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
And stolen by Tatum. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. And there's Green on the assist by Morant.
Their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Guarded by Morant. Shot on the wing. He can't get that one to fall. And the West will go the other way now. Here's Green driving. Oh! Can you believe that?
Turned up and turned out. Throwing it down. Come on.
And a look. At the Mobile One drive, driving right into your living room.
And continuing to press their advantage. They're not taking their foot off the gas.
Offensive rebound. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. And he gets the bucket. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. And the dunk by Tatum.
And, you know, if you throw it up, Tatum will go get it now. He's a really good athlete. You can't let him roam free like that.
Guarded by Morant. For the three. West All-Stars with the rebound.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here this summer.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
And the East has possession. Following the basket by Giannis. And he's good on the three ball. 5 points in the game.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Morant. And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot two here. We know, Greg, the league trending towards small ball, but some teams are having success playing two bigs up front.
And I think the key is having versatile big men. If they can space the floor and play in space, also be able to cover smaller players, why not get the added rebounding and rim protection?
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Towns is checked in. Now here's Green. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball, giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Guarded by Green. Here's the three. Good ball movement here by the East. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And two teammates there hooking up on that bucket. Always a little bit of an advantage to have guys out there who know each other.
It sure is. I mean, it eliminates some of that getting to know you feeling out period.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Well, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
Towns with the bucket.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Timeout called. East All-Stars.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
And some changes here for the West All-Stars. James Wiseman, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Williamson comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Mitchell in for Morant. Guarded by Green. And Wiseman sends it back.
And on a per-minute basis, Wiseman already gets a lot of blocks, and his defensive awareness will only improve with time.
And it's the East All-Stars with the ball, following the three-point attempt by Donovan Mitchell from 13, and Tatum pulls it down. The West leading by 9. Here's Green. The feed now to Wiseman. Left side, Tatum. Pass to Green. Takes the three. The three-pointer's right on target. Green's got 7 points.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
Green with the rebound. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the West All-Stars. Here's Mitchell.
Luka Doncic.
The West All-Stars have missed both free throws they've attempted tonight.
Luka Doncic at the line for 2.
He's off on the first. Curry's checked in for the East.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, and that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
And another miss by the East.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
They get the rebound. Here's Wiseman. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Excellent all-around performance so far against the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And you got to respect how quickly Wiseman has adapted to big league play. He hit the ground running and has not looked back. Always growing as a player.
And so it's the West All-Stars sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Welcome back for the second quarter of the main event of All-Star Weekend.
And guys, we've already seen some unbelievable action here tonight.
And there will be plenty more to come. We know that. All-Star action never disappoints.
And you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full-force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
On the court right now as the second quarter starts for the West All-Stars. Donovan Mitchell is out there with Green. And then there's Antetokounmpo. Then it's Tatum. And it's Wiseman in at the center, locking down the middle. Green against Curry. Here's Tatum. And it's blocked. And he jams it with authority.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark.
Which is a spark they desperately need. They've got to ramp up the intensity. How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Doncic looking it over. Floats it up for Curry. That shot misses.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some open.
Tatum on the wing. And so it looks like it'll be still with the West All-Stars.
Great instinct. Get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars. Oops, they pick off the pass. Here's the lob to the hoop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively.
Every All-Star game you can count on. You're going to see some heart-stopping plays. That was another one.
The East trail by 13. It's Solenbaugh to Kumbo. To the paint. Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
From out on the wing, he knocks it down. 7 points in the game.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
It's Cunningham with the rebound.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers.
The West leading by 13. Here's Green. No basket. Missed number 5 out of his 8 shots.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Drills it from outside.
Yeah, they got a lot of terrain to make up, and shooting the 3-ball more consistently like they are now should help them do just that.
Driving.
Oh, yes, sir. Come on, break.
I'll tell you what, a lot of shimmying and rim rattling going on in this one tonight, guys.
These guys are spending more time in the air than they are on the ground, that's for sure.
Guarded by Green. And the rejection by Giannis. They recover it. Lets the 3 fly. No good. And the West will go the other way now. At one point, they led by 16. They swipe it. Here's Doncic. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Doncic has got his first points in this one.
Well, we know how good Doncic is with the ball, pulling up off the dribble, so it does him a bunch of good when he's converting his catch-and-shoot jumpers as well. Balances out his offensive game.
And here we go. The East with a fast break. Cunningham with the ball.
And that's how they're going to trim this lead. Play tough D, force some turnovers, and then push it in transition.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And no quit. Just keep playing the right way. Stay aggressive and try to battle back. Well, this night is all about the entertainment value in terms of that dunk. Definitely entertaining.
Yep, and he's hearing it from the crowd. It's going to be really hard to top that one.
Timeout called, East All-Stars.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Jackson, he's checked in for the East. Curry comes in for Luka Doncic. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Towns, he's checked in for Tatum. Halliburton comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's John Morant in for Jalen Green.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe.
You don't see him have too many of those trips to the line.
And Antetokounmpo inside. Cunningham's there.
Oh, great anticipation by Cunningham, managing to get his hand on that shot.
Cunningham on the wing. Lets it go with the 3. West All-Stars with the rebound.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
Towns kicks to Morant. And there's the try.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Here's Curry with the 3. From deep 3-point range. Out of bounds. It'll be the West All-Stars ball. Tatum, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. There's a minute 34 left to play here in the second quarter. Morant drives in.
Man, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
The East trail by 14. Curry looking around. Fires from deep. And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul.
Jaren Jackson.
That is his first foul of the game.
And guys, as soon as you start going over and through a rebounder, you're probably going to get whistled for over the back.
Yeah, you know, that was out of his reach anyway, so I don't even know why he made that effort. No need to commit the foul there. Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
And another miss by the East.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
And that's getting it done from deep. That's what the All-Star game gives you, the freedom to show your full range.
You know, taking that shot in a regular season game might get you a spot on the bench, but here, it gets you a standing O.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham, a talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line. Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Took him no time at all on that one. 8 points for him.
He's starting to find himself out there now. You know, he's taking much better shots here in the second quarter.
They get it back.
Tremendous hustle, working hard for that bucket.
There's 25 seconds left here in the second. And he's going up for the alley-oop. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Hey, defenders already have a lot to worry about with Tatum scoring. And he's making passes like that, too. Watch out.
Locked loose.
Fought hard from start to finish on that play. Defended the shot and then finished it off with the rebound. And that's big-time stuff there. Morant looking unafraid to go get those lobs and finish them.
And that one off the back of the rim and in.
And I like the decision-making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give him.
You know, more and more big guys in the league have that mid-range shot in their bag now, and they need it.
And so it's the West All-Stars. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. And we'll be right back after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. SRO, standing room only.
Ooh,
nice. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Got Shaq here. Got Kenny the Jet. The West putting on a show in that first half. And that's exactly what the All-Star game is all about. So much talent on the floor for the Western Conference this year, and they're putting it all to use. The East in danger of getting their doors blown off if they don't turn things around in a big way in the second half.
Well, the West are not playing around. They come here to win this thing. They're hitting their shots and playing with real enthusiasm. Just better step it up, but this gap is going to grow in the second half.
A little physicality from the East could go a long way. They've got to challenge shots, and then those stops will give them a chance to steal the lead.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
Get ready for your East All-Star Dance Pack.
1 half remaining in the NBA All-Star game. Good to have you along on 2K Sports.
And that first half was terrific. I'll bet anything, though, the second has even more in store for us.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I think it's going to be a spectacular final 2 quarters.
Well, we're back on a night that's always a highlight of any NBA season. We're live from the All-Star game.
And, you know, we always look forward to this game, and this one certainly has lived up to the billing so far.
There is not another show in sports quite like the NBA All-Star game, is there?
And for the West, they've got John Morant. Zion Williamson is out there with Tatum. Then it's Mitchell. Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And they might be down big, but you love the mentality he has to go at defenders and just keep attacking.
The West All-Stars have hit just 2 free throws in 5 attempts today.
The explosive athleticism of Williamson is so much fun to watch. For a guy his size to move like that, incredible.
And here we go. The East with a fast break. The offensive rebound. Off target at the rim.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Here's Morant. And so it looks like it'll be still with the West All-Stars. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
Boy, he is all over that shot. I mean, had it read the whole way, got himself in the position, and then was able to make the play.
From deep. The shot, no good. And the East now will go the other way with it. Misses the jumper, and they can't get anything on the break.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for the West All-Stars. 17 points was their biggest margin.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been
clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Grant. East grabs the miss. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over.
And Kevin, they've been committing a lot of turnovers here. Taking care of the basketball is the #1 priority right now in that huddle. They've got to tighten it up.
So for the West, Antetokounmpo's checked in for Morant, and it's Green in for Donovan Mitchell. The West leading by 12. Outside Tatum. Some nice passing here by the West. Antetokounmpo passes to Green. Tipped away. For the finish. Oh, what a play!
Assist for those two.
You know, we always get some great dunks in this game, and I think we can add that to the list.
Check out the reaction. Listen to that. I mean, that slam was a raise the roofer.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
Reads the play well there and gets himself in the air at just the right time. Terrific denial.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Outside Tatum. Outside Green. Traps in the tray. Green's got 10 points in the game.
Green, impressive range from deep. He knows how dangerous he can be from there.
Now a timeout called by the East.
And guys, aggressive in creating his own shots, but thus far they have not been falling. Probably a good time to try and devote some of that energy to getting others involved.
Get ready for your ready for your East All-Star Dance Pack.
Both teams will make substitutions. The East trail by 11. It's tipped. Outside Tatum. Here we go, one-on-one. Looking to get back on track here. And that's 2 points on the layup. 14 points for him.
Another turnover there leading to a basket.
And they've really made the most of all those chances they've had from these turnovers. It's really driving their offense right now. Actually, it's their best offense.
Good. He's now got 10 of 10 from the field.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Out to the right wing. Guarded by Tatum. And he slams it one-handed.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush. Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from him.
Loads it up for Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
For the aggressive approach from Giannis, I like it. Not settling for the layup, instead punching it on. That's the way you do it.
Here he goes. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it.
That might indeed ignite a spark in this team.
The West leading by 11. To the wing on the left. And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
And the West All-Stars have possession. 17 points was their biggest margin. It's good. He's got 24.
And when you get this kind of shooting from him, 100% from the field, they're going to be tough to beat. He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
And it's the West All-Stars ball. Giannis, that's a two-pointer. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And Antetokounmpo is just fearless. I mean, hit him, knock him around. Really doesn't faze him. Doesn't matter. I mean, this guy is determined to get the job done. And he does.
And the East All-Stars making a change here. Jackson's checked in. Halliburton's checked in for the West. And he recovers it. Second chance shot. And it's good on the way in. 15 points in the game.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. So both teams making some changes here. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Halliburton passes to Mitchell. Here's Green. 10 points for him. And it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Oh, defending Cunningham, boy, a challenge. You have to pay extra attention. That's when you leave someone open.
The West leading by 9. Here's Towns. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. He had a chance to catch up on some numbers in the scoring breakdown for the West All-Stars.
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
Zion Williamson's checked in for the West.
And you can make a case and argue that Cat is perhaps one of the greatest, if not the greatest, shooting big man of all time. And he's still got a lot of runway in front of him for his career.
And he makes that one.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
I love that mid-range shot. It's definitely giving the defender something extra to think about.
Chalk up two there.
You know, with his quickness, he's already good at creating separation for his shot. And we know he doesn't need much room to get his shot off either.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Mitchell in the corner. The 17-footer. And no good that time. And the East now will go the other way with it. Down low. And it's good. 2 points. And now just a 3-point West All-Star lead.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
And it's the West All-Stars ball. Green inside the 3-point line. Good. And it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 3 assists now in this one. Pass to Jackson. Up in time. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. West All-Stars out in front, leading by 5. And we're just moments away from the start of the 4th quarter. Stay with us. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And we welcome you back. The biggest stars of the league are putting on a show here at the All-Star Game.
And we're seeing some world-class basketball being played here tonight.
That's exactly what you'd expect coming from the absolute greatest players on the planet.
And for the West, Jalen Green is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. Then it's Mitchell. Back to Green. Some nice passing here by the West. Just 5 on the clock. 3-pointer.
They're still struggling to find the bottom of the net from 3-point range this half. They were much better in the first.
The 3. It's all in by the East All-Stars. And it's all evened up.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And for the West, you've got Green. Donovan Mitchell is out there with Tyrese Halliburton. And then there's Antetokounmpo. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Bobbed up there for Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Improving as a playmaker, Giannis knows this is the next step in him becoming an even greater player.
Drives to the hoop. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
He's got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them. And we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
John Moran, he's checked in for the West.
Substitution on the court.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Inside. That one a little long.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And, you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the East All-Stars.
And look at how aggressive they were defensively, forcing mistakes and turning those mistakes into points.
And, you know, on top of that, second chance points have been a major component for them. And I love the relentlessness they've shown on the offensive glass.
Doncic against Mitchell. And Doncic, here we go.
You know, he's almost a perfect defensive player. He's got length and strength, and he's athletic. And Giannis plays the game hard all the time, too, which is impressive.
There's the lob, and Antetokounmpo takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
And it's off from three-point range. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the West. 17 points was their biggest margin. Doncic with it. Now defended by Mitchell. The West All-Stars pull it in. And now the fast break. Mitchell with the ball. No good with the wing jumper. Here are the East All-Stars. It's a one-point game. And that's out of bounds. The East All-Stars will keep it.
Substitution on the court.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And what a play. Just snatched out of the air. Credit the block. And lobs up the alley-oop pass. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And he gets it back. Another shot. They shoot again. Can't capitalize inside.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now. Well, I tell you, the future of the Greek Freak is extremely bright. I mean, he really has shown the ability to deliver in important spots of games.
And the East All-Stars call time here.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
The East trail by 5. Hands it from downtown.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
Timeout called here by the East. They're going to talk it over.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
So it's the West now. Here's Green. He kicks to Williamson. Here's Morant. That one doesn't drop. Morant's gone 3 of 9 tonight from the field, 33%. Lots of room. And right on target. Good. He's got 21.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
He Knocks it off the glass. And the East leads by 2.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind the layup. Come on now.
The East All-Stars check on 2 more.
And not efficient in that first half, but they have really picked it up here. The shots that weren't falling earlier are finally finding the bottom of the net.
Towns finds Tatum. And they get it. Snatched away. To the middle. Good ball movement here by the East.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play. Then the emphatic dunk.
Turning defense to offense. We talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Outside, Green. Outside, Towns. Back to Green. Shot clock at 6. And the basket is good. Green's got 20 points.
Cold-blooded shot in the clutch. And a big moment right there from Jalen Green.
From deep. They grabbed their own miss. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And I have to say the decibel level just rose about 300% in here.
Certainly sounds like it. I mean, there's nothing these fans love to see more than highlight reel dunks, and that one certainly qualifies.
Basket here, and this game may be all over.
Yeah, but the main priority, Kevin, has to be taking care of the basketball and using the clock.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the West All-Stars. They trail by 9 points. Looking to get it going. And oh, the block shot grabs it out of the air. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And stolen by Tatum.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save us tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
And yeah, he's 280 pounds. We've never seen anyone hang in the air like this young man. Williamson is special. Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
You know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there, go get it.
And he can extend the lead to double digits.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
So the East All-Stars win it.
And guys, while the result and the bragging rights go to
saying? Slapping open space, looking good and standing tall. Big